Hello.
Hi Hannah, are you alright?
Good, how are you?
Come in.
Good. Hi, we're here with our client Ammann UK, who's one of our audit clients, and the Managing Director David Hunt, who's going to tell us a bit more about Ammann UK.
Yeah, Ammann UK is a subsidiary of Ammann Worldwide. We're a 155-year-old Swiss company, and we supply equipment to the quarry industry and the road surfacing industry, predominantly making asphalt plants. 155 years old and still going strong, still owned by the same family.
What were your main priorities when you first started working with Grenfell James?
I started with Ammann UK 11 years ago. It was a very small company at the time. We weren't supplying that much in the UK, and I wanted to grow the business. I was looking for a good accounting partner to help me grow the business, come up with strategy plans. We've grown significantly in the last 10 years since we've been with yourselves.
Yeah, I think you had about 5 employees when we first started.
Yeah, 5. Now we're at 22, but turnovers more than quadrupled. So yeah, we're doing very well at the minute.
What prompted you at the time of our appointment to seek external accounting advice?
The complexities of reporting to a different country, the Irish laws we supply into Ireland, and actually being a supplier and selling the equipment, it was too much for me to take on, and I needed help and advice in that area, and that's where you came in and helped me greatly.
And I think from our side there was not too much proactive support in the more technical questions that you had?
No, a lot of technical questions from Switzerland which I couldn't answer. I'm not an accountant. I've grown up in the asphalt industry, and I needed that expertise in that area to help me navigate with the Swiss.
What were the key challenges you were facing before our appointment?
We weren't in control of the accounts, really. We were missing invoices, we were chasing clients for money. It was a viable business, but we just didn't have the manpower to invoice and chase everything.
How did our approach differ from previous experiences?
We did have external accounts, but it was a two-man team. They didn't have the manpower either to support us. With Grenfell, there was payroll, the tax department, you'd even got the auditing, so we could pull on each different department. With the amount of people you had and the expertise, we could utilise you a lot better.
I think when we came in, your systems were quite antiquated.
They were.
Touching on the, the credit control issues.
We were still using paper and Excel for everything. We didn't have any systems. You helped us implement, gave us suggestions of what systems we could for stock control, for invoicing, for everything. And obviously that radically changed our business and helped us grow.
What stood out about how we worked with your team when we first onboarded?
Obviously everybody was a little bit apprehensive, changing all our systems, changing the way we operated. There was somebody there to take us and hold our hands basically through each element of the change, and that was amazing.
I think it's showing the changes are for the better sometimes.
It has, it's changed us completely. Had overdues coming out of his ears, we were missing invoices. Now we don't miss a thing, we have very little overdues, which obviously with the reporting to the Swiss, they don't like overdues. And you've helped us manage that situation, and we have all our accounts under control. We're working very well together with the customers and you now.
I think our tagline at the time was faster, better information, and I think that still is foundations for any business.
Yeah, it is. We were untimely in everything, and now, yeah, we've took your philosophy on, and we are on time with everything now.
How have we supported in bridging the gap between sort of the UK reporting and the parent Swiss company?
We're a Swiss subsidiary. They are very focused on detail of our accounts, and obviously Grenfell James has helped us a lot with getting the information to them, what we need.
And you've got quite a strict cut-off monthly timing reporting.
We do, obviously they are down to the hour. We have to cut off very quickly, and they want an overview of everything that we've done within the business.
In a tight turnaround time.
Yes, very tight timescales, and obviously different legal aspects of the accounting.
It's meeting the UK requirement standards, I think, as well,
Yes,
isn't it?
yeah.
And also abiding by the group policies.
We operate through Ireland, UK, but reporting to Switzerland. Each country has different tax laws, and you help me navigate all of them issues, then make sure we're compliant in each country that we operate in and report to.
So when we first started working with you, you just sort of started breaching into Ireland, and relevant contract tax, was also known as RCT, was quite a big issue and impact on your cash flow.
It was one of the biggest issues that we faced. They deduct obviously the tax before it comes to us, and then we claim it from the Irish government. Grenfell James was amazing at trying to help, because this was a minefield trying to navigate with the Irish tax authorities, trying to reclaim money, with our Italian colleagues helping them reclaim the RCT as well, which was a massive help.
It's the equivalent of the UK CIS, or Construction Industry Scheme, and every subsidiary in the group was getting impacted that was supplying into Ireland, so it was understanding that.
Yeah, it was a lengthy process, but we finally got there, and makes life operating in Ireland a lot easier.
When we first onboarded, there was about 3 years worth of withholding tax on the RCT that they were sat on.
I think it was up to €1 million at one point that they was withholding, which obviously for a small business like ours is a massive impact.
I think we've got it down to about 3 to 6 months on average, which is a lot faster than 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years, it was a long time.
How imperative is it on a day-to-day and for the future plans of Ammann UK working with us? And
I couldn't do my job without you. I want to grow the business even further, and I need a partner like Grenfell there to help me. With Grenfell in place, I know I don't have to look at that side. We just spend a day or two a month going through all the figures, and I know that it's handled in detail by yourselves.
And those first few days of the month were quite a bit of a headache for you when we first started working together.
Without you, I would be lost. I was trying to do it all myself, which is impossible, and you freed up so much time for me to concentrate on growing the business and expanding in different areas.
That's brilliant. Pleased to hear that. Thank you for your time, David, today. It's been great, and it's always wonderful to hear how we've helped a client. I think that's our focus, especially on clients with pinch points or wanting to grow and their time being sort of focused elsewhere. We like to come in and take that burden away from you, just so you can fully focus on the running of the business and growing it if that's your goal, and helping you work towards that as a partnership. If you'd like to know more, then please do get in touch.